in Slovenia, communism is picking up on a large scale. Lustration is required. Significant and influential members of both the left-wing and the right-wing parties were once members and officials of the League of Communists, the Communist Party. Regardless of whether or not they are members of right or left-wing parties, they remain convinced communists. In 1991, they made a deal to divide Slovenia among themselves. This is why communism now completely controls Slovenia. What is practically going on in Slovenia is a fight among the communists, a struggle between former active adherents to the Communist Party. This is about a struggle between Milan Kukan and Ivan Janša, which has been going on since 1983. Back then, Kukan excluded Janša from the Communist Party, which caused bitter resentment on Janša's part. The repercussions of the conflict between Kukan and Janša plus their respective followers have been obstructing the development of Slovenia. Once a senior Communist Party official, President of the League of Communists, Kukan was President of the Republic of Slovenia for 12 years. To this day, his communist network has been in control of most of the Slovenian mass media, the left media, as well as of a portion of Slovenian economy. Let us now focus our attention to the ex-communists who are currently influential members of Slovenian Democratic Party, which is otherwise a member of the European People's Party. In the past, Janša SDS strived to attain membership in the Party of European Socialists, the PES. The SDS never succeeded in meeting this objective, as it was blocked by the United List of Social Democrats, the ZLSD, now the Social Democrats, the SD. Prior to 2003, Slovenian Democratic Party's official name had been Social Democratic Party. It was primarily building upon the ideology of social democracy. One of its high-ranking members, Milanzva, Ph.D., even wrote a book entitled A Circumflex 100 Years of Social Democracy in Slovenia, thus contributing to the efforts of asserting Janša SDS as the only true social democratic party in Slovenia. So, who are the ex-communists, now being powerful members of Slovenian Democratic Party? Ivan Janša joined the Communist Party in 1975. On his statement of accession, he wrote the following words to disclose his reasons to join the Communists: "I want to be active in the League of Communists and contribute my share towards the fulfillment of tasks set him to acquire a better education in Marxist ideology." In the Communist Party, Ivan Janša was eagerly taking part in education courses, hiked the A-circumflex paths of the Avnija, and spread the A-circumflex bright legacy of the national liberation struggle, the NOB. In this picture, Janša is seen alongside his like-minded young peers, standing beneath the picture of Tito the dictator. Janša was an ardent and radical communist. He incurred the expulsion from the League of Communists through his radical leftist critique of the system of general popular defense. Even his subsequent appeal failed to revert his expulsion. He wanted to be accepted back into the party, therefore he wrote several requests, to no avail. Because of his too extreme left radicalism and a desire for Slovenian Communist Party to become more pro-Soviet, he is said to have incurred a resentment at the very apex of the party, including Milan Kukan. However, according to other sources, the dominant officers in Janša's basic organization were the cause of his removal, as they rather disliked a Marxist grounding of the concept of armed people. This was the breaking point at which Kukan's and Janša's mutual resentment for one another began, and their strife continues to this day. Member of the European Parliament, the EP Group, and Vice President of the SDS, he joined the Communist Party already during secondary school and left it at the end of the 1980s. He was an ardent social democrat. He also wrote a book entitled 100 Years of Social Democracy in Slovenia. Vinko Gorenak, Ph.D., is currently a high-profile deputy of the SDS in Slovenian National Assembly. The former regime awarded him for being a zealous adherent to the Communist Party, so he was appointed as head of People's militia station in Celje. He also served as mentor to a Marxist circle at the former Academy for Militia Cadets in Tatian, near Ljubljana. Some of his pupils remember him as being a fervent party follower and very active in recruiting members of Communist Party youth. As director of Puplas militia station in Celje, Gorenak was directly subordinated to the Secretary of the Interior and the Chief of Slovenian UDBA, Communist Political Police, the State Security Service, Tomazertel. UDBA is known to be a criminal organization, committing killings in Slovenia and abroad. The evidence of these activities have only begun to surface recently. Gorenak left the party no earlier than in 1989. Deputy of Jansa SSDS in the National Assembly of Slovenia and a former Vice President of the SDS. She was once quite an ardent communist, although she is said to have no significant functions inside the Communist Party. In the 1980s, she was employed at the municipality of Celje, at the Defense Secretariat. This was a type of employment reserved only for the most eager members of the party. Deputy of the SDS and Vice President of the SDS. Zvenko Sunak joined the party at an early age. Because he had the red membership card, he was able to get an employment at the League of Trade Unions in Ljubljana immediately after he had finished his studies. These are but just a few of National Assembly deputies and high-ranking members of the contemporary Slovenian Democratic Party, who were once among the most ardent members of the Communist Party. To conclude, there is only one fact: Communists continue to endanger Slovenia. Both the left-wing communists led by Milan Kukan and the right-wing communists led by Janeznica. Therefore we urge the citizens of Slovenia to stand up against communism.